Yo, what's going on? It's your boy, Mr. Locario, the bad boy of the dating game. What's good? So I got an email from a subscriber, and this one says, "Hey, Mr. Locario, I've been watching your videos for the past few months, and I have to say I appreciate your perspective on dating and how you break down the psychology of attracting women. Many things you say have made sense to me, and I have started applying them to my life. My problem is dealing with the constant rejection. I live in Brooklyn. The thing is, you don't even have to approach women to get rejected. When I'm at work, many women are cold towards me, as if I was going to ask them out. When I'm at a store or a coffee shop, oftentimes the female barista will avoid eye contact and act as if I'm not there, and I'll have to wait for the male barista to see me to get served. I held an elevator for 2 women once, and they said, "No, thank you. We'll catch the next one." I get that it might be an ego thing, but the constant presence of rejection is making me resentful towards women and makes me not want anything to do with them, let alone date them. I want to know how I can change my thinking patterns, and your perspective might do me some good. All right. So, what happens to a lot of guys is this: when you're in the game and you get rejected, with you approaching girls, trying to talk to girls, whatever it is, right? A lot of times what happens is you get frustrated because of the rejection, and then you make a story in your head to where, no girls like you, I can't get any women. And, you look at the world through that perspective. Because, what you're saying in here, you're like, I'm not even approaching these girls and I still get rejected, because you're saying you would go to the coffee shop and, the female barista will avoid eye contact with you. And you live in Brooklyn. I live in Brooklyn. You feel what I'm saying? So, I know the culture around here and how certain chicks be acting or whatever. So you could have went in that coffee shop and that chick is not even giving you eye contact because of whatever the fuck is happening with her. You understand? That could be how she is to almost everybody. You understand? That's just her vibe. I've been in coffee shops too where the chick, she takes long to take my order, or she's like, "Oh, hey, can I help you?" with sort of like an attitude, and it is what it is. You understand what I'm saying? And so that could just be her vibe. But see, you're telling yourself this story as if, damn, like she's doing this to me. You understand what I'm saying? So again, this is an ego thing, right? This is, she's treating me like this. She doesn't want to look at me, right? You said that you held the elevator for 2 women and they said, "No thanks, we'll catch the next one," right? And so, again, you're making it about you. Maybe they wanted to catch the next one because, were there other people in the elevator? They thought it was too crowded. Or maybe they didn't feel it. They saw you holding it. They didn't want to rush you. They're like, "Nah, it's cool. We'll take the next one. Don't worry about it." Like, they're not even thinking about it like that. They're just like, whatever, we'll take the next one. We're not in a rush. You understand? But see, because you think about rejection, right? You are thinking about that as them rejecting you and making it about you. You see what I'm saying? And so what happens is that since you have this vibe of feeling like you're having trouble with women, you understand? You're gonna take every sort of instance or a lot of these situations and make it about you, when it's basically in most cases not even about you. You understand? But your thought process is on rejection, right? Because you could be in a situation where, you were walking like through a door or something, and a chick could have been walking through the door and, she didn't hold it for you, and you're like, "Oh, you see, it's because you see how she just rejected me like that. She didn't even hold the door for me. These women don't like me. They don't respect me." So every little thing could be a thing. Like, you could be walking and a chick bumps into you by mistake and step on your sneakers. You see these freaking women out here, they don't care. They're on some bullshit. But you see what I'm saying? Like, every little thing, you're going to equate that to that because your mind state is on that rejection, right? and you're making it about you because it's an ego thing. It's like you're looking at it through just your perspective, and you're creating those stories based off of, you feeling this rejection, right? So what you got to understand is that everything you're going through as far as rejection, every other guy is going through, right? So sometimes, because I get these type of questions a lot where guys feel like, like they feel like they're unique in a sort of way, meaning they feel like this is just a problem happening to them. They're like, I go out and I see guys with these girls and they be with a chick. How come I don't got a chick? I see all these dudes with a girl, and how come I don't got a girl? You understand? So what happens is that you see these things happening, and you're equating what's going on in relating it to you. And you're thinking, damn, I see all these guys with girls. I'm the only guy who doesn't have a girl. You understand? So that type of shit happens, right? So what you got to understand is that this shit happens to everybody. And what happens is that the guys that you see with girls are the ones who didn't let rejection get to them. You understand? See, the problem isn't you getting rejected, right? The problem is you letting rejection take over your situations. You're letting rejection control you, right? Because let's say if you go out next week and you talk to next weekend you go out to the bar and the clubs with a few of your friends and you talk to 15, 20 girls, and all of them, reject you. They don't give you no numbers, you understand? Or you give them your number, nobody calls you, nothing happens, right? So now you're going to be like, see, I tried, I put it out there, and, these girls, they just shitting on me and blah, 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 right? So now you're getting frustrated. But see, what you don't realize is that other guy you see walking down the street with a chick, he went through the same shit and probably more than you. So he talked to 40 chicks, and then he got one of those chicks, which is the one he's with. You see what I'm saying? So in order for you to get over this thought process of feeling like you're being rejected all the time, right? You have to get yourself in a situation where you're basically overriding that rejection and getting success. So how do you do that? The way you do that is that you keep going even in the face of rejection until you get something going with the chick. Now, the way to make that easier, the way to make it happen easier for you in this, in this regard, is that you have to make sure that you are working on your game as you're still, at the same time as you're getting rejected. So if you talk into those 20 girls and you get rejected, you basically go to the 21st girl and the 22nd girl. You understand? And you keep that shit pushing, right? But what you got to understand is this, is that, you're going to have more success the more you work on your game. But what you have to understand is that rejection is going to happen anyway, and you have to push through that to get to the success. Because once you get that success, what's going to happen is that your mind state about rejection is going to change. You're not going to see the world through rejection because now that girl that you're dealing with didn't reject you. But you wouldn't have gotten to that girl to deal with if you didn't go through the rejection. But see, the problem is that too many guys, they go through the rejection or they're getting rejected and they stop. They get rejected and then they start feeling sorry for themselves. They get rejected, they start getting frustrated and don't want to deal with any more chicks. They're like, oh, fuck this, blah, 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 blah. And then they see another guy with a chick. They're like, oh, it's because he got looks, because he got money, because he got status, whatever. They're coming up with these stories in their head, you understand? Instead of going out there and doing what they got to do to get where they need to go. right? Because I guarantee you there's somebody listening to this video and they're like, oh, but Mr. Lucario, you don't understand. I talked to 10,000 girls last week and all of them rejected me. You understand? Like they'll do some of that nonsense, right? And again, some of these dudes do that because their story that they tell themselves is they get rejected. So they're caught up in that thought process, right? Because ain't no guy out here talking to 10,000 chicks and getting rejected. This shit ain't gonna happen unless this dude has to, it has to be some anomaly. Like this dude has to have like no fucking head or something. He has to be a headless guy walking around with just a neck. And you know what I'm saying? And one arm or some shit. And he's just scaring chicks because they think he a goddamn monster, a zombie. You feel what I'm saying? But other than that, you good out here. You just have to push yourself, because that energy that you put out there when you feel like you're being rejected is going to come off when you're interacting with these chicks. It's going to come out there. It's going to, that energy is going to be there when you're trying to talk to girls. So if you approach a girl with that energy of feeling like, damn, chicks don't like me, I don't know, she might reject me, blah, 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 that type of shit, you're going to keep getting more rejections because that's how you coming at it. But if you understand that the rejections happen to everybody, and that the ones who, the guys who have success are the ones who push through it, and you need to understand you need to push through it to get to the point where you need to be. You understand? You gotta keep going. Like, for those who don't know, my father, he's a reggae artist, right? He does that like Bob Marley type of reggae vibe, you understand? And he tours around the country. He does shows and all this other stuff. He has a band called the Reggae-lution Band, right? So he has this song called 99 Times, right? And in the hook it goes, 99 times you try, you don't succeed. 99 times you try, then you try again. So he's basically saying, if you try 99 times and you don't succeed, you have to try again. You see what I'm saying? But so many of y'all are scared to try again because you keep looking at other people. You keep looking at, oh, well, this guy, he got, and this guy, he got this. And it's not fair because nobody likes me. And it's because, you know what I'm saying? Like, you going through all of that bullshit instead of figuring out, like, look, this is what I got to do for me. I got to keep going. I got to keep trying. I got to learn from my mistakes. I got to realize, okay, every time I'm out here talking to these girls, I notice that I'm scared to talk. I'm scared to say something. Cool. Let me work on that so I could go out there and try again. Because once you start to get things going with women, when you get that girl, all you need is that one chick to change your perspective. You understand what I'm saying? All you need is that one chick to change his perspective, because if you're in that, thought process of, damn, no girls like me and it sucks and everybody rejects me and everything, and then you get a girl who is not rejecting you, she's 100% cooperative, she's feeling you like crazy, then you can't talk that shit no more. You understand? You can't really talk that shit like you were. You understand? Because you've experienced it. It's happening. But the only way it happened was because you put yourself out there. You kept going even though you were getting rejected. You feel what I'm saying? So that's pretty much it, guys. Listen, if you need help with rejection, make sure you go to badboymembership.com, because I have a whole program on how to get over your fear of rejection, how to deal with rejection when you are interacting with women. You feel me? So that's pretty much it. Guys, if you have any questions, make sure you click the link below, and I'll holler at you later. Remember, the truth is inside you. Peace. I'm gone.
Now, before you turn off this video, I want you to do 3 quick things. 1, I want you to click the link below to send me a question. If you have a question on dating and relationships, I'll make a video about it. 2, I want you to click the link under that to get my free audio program, Undeniable Game, which teaches you 7 easy to follow tips on how to really attract beautiful women. And 3, I want you to click the link under that one to go to Bad Boy Membership, where you get 45 through 90-minute audio and video dating advice tutorials every month.
Hey, what's up? It's dating and life coach Mr. Locario. Go to badboymembership.com and master the dating game by joining my Bad Boy Membership program. In this program, you'll receive 45 through 90-minute, easy to follow, step-by-step dating advice tutorials that's guaranteed to help you attract, date, and have sex with beautiful women. Join the Bad Boy Membership today by going to badboymembership.com. That's badboymembership.com.